Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Ho! Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah. That is an atrocity. Hello, good freezing cold morning, afternoon, or evening. I mean, it doesn't matter with our temperature lately. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's cold all the time, morning and night. It's just absolutely freezing right now. So
I am still super upset we did not get our snow day.
we got
And it snowed. I mean,
we got a 50% approval, but I suppose it didn't help. Only one half of the bus said yes.
but what is even the point of snow existing if not to give you a snow
Right?
day? I don't understand.
How are we supposed to go and make snowmen if we have to be inside working? It doesn't,
Makes no
This-
sense. That's why
no.
the only place that anything makes sense in life is under this desk table thing.
I guarantee if it snowed under here, we would get a snow day immediately.
100%. I would never expect
No,
you to work
exactly.
if it started snowing
No.
under here. That would be madness.
I'd never expect you to work. And the table wouldn't expect us to work, actually.
No. Also, I feel like if it does start snowing under here, it'll be a sign that the end times, my gran was right, the end times are here. And we need to start saying our goodbyes because that's not right.
Yeah, it's snowing underneath the table, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Speaking of,
So,
yeah,
yes.
snow
Speaking of, and all things cold and miserable.
and wintry.
You know what? Before we even get onto our actual topics, let's just discuss how ridiculous it is that we have Europe level cold right now.
And
Not Europe level electricity. And we only had 15 flurries, which can you really even call that snow?
I mean, it felt
So
like
all
snow.
of the negative, none of the fun.
Look, I went and stood outside for 15 minutes, and I just stood and let snow fall on my body. So I had a little bit of fun at least, just a little bit. For 15 minutes, I forgot that we didn't have Europe level electricity, and all the rest that comes with Europeans.
I wouldn't mind. I could cope with the cold and the misery that comes with the cold if I at least had decent snow. Give me something that I can go sledding on, and I'm a happy camper.
Make the cold
But
fun.
you can't. Exactly. But you can't just give me the cold and be like, ugh, just these 5 little sprinkles, like dandruff. The dandruff of a snow world. Enjoy. It's so sad.
I mean, I like winter, so I don't really mind. I mean, it's freezing right now.
Ugh, what's wrong with you? Go above the table.
No,
There
but
is not
it
room
meant
for you down
okay,
here.
if it's cold, right, you can get a blanket or a water bottle or a hot
I hate
coffee.
this argument.
It's the most
I hate this
logical
argument.
What are you gonna
I
do when it
hate
gets
it.
hot? What are you gonna do?
Okay. I actually discussed this with Larry last
Okay.
night. Right?
Tell me.
Because his family have that same argument. Winter. You can get a blanket. No. And you can bleep this out in editing. No, motherfucker. No amount of blankets is warming my cold ass soul, right? When it is hot, I can, even if let's say there's perpetual load shedding.
Okay, so let's count out heaters, fans, air cons, whatever. There's just load shedding all the time.
Okay.
It's hot. I am able to open up all of my doors, all of my windows, get a breeze through my house. I am able to put on the thinnest like tank top. Hell, I work from home. Hot pants. Hell, I work from home. No clothes. It doesn't matter. The world is my oyster. I can go and have a cold shower, let my hair get wet, let it cool me. It's just there are so many options, all of which are great. What do I do? Do you know they have not invented anything to warm up my stupid snods? My nose is the coldest thing known to man, right? If I accidentally brush something like with my nose, there's a chance it'll stick to it like it's a tongue. No,
okay.
there are not enough blankets.
We will invent a schnoz warmer for you, okay? But I guarantee you, like, mark my words, wait until we get into the summer episode of Underneath the Table, and Arielle's gonna be like, oh, it's so hot. And I'm like, remember that time you said, oh, I work from home, I'm not gonna wear any clothes. It's totally fine. We'll see. We'll see.
You can just, for that episode, you know, like when the Sims are naked, they get that, like, pixelized rectangle over them? Yeah.
Don't worry, guys.
That's what I expect.
Just Arielle cooling off. She's got cold, wet hair, and just great.
I must say, talking about the heat is helping. Let's keep it up.
Yeah, it's the warmth, the laughter. You see, winter, it's such a good time. So good. Brings back.
I don't think there's space for you under this table. I don't feel like you're truly welcome, but it's fine.
A table
Let's listen
needs
to
balance.
a voice note.
A table needs balance.
Let's listen to a voice note.
Okay.
Because I don't even want to hear your voice anymore. You've upset me and you've ruined our show. Upset me.
How's it, Knack? Hope you're all doing well. It's Big Mac over here.
Hey.
So in light of the past, I guess, week or so, depending on when this episode is, but the past weekish or so, where it's been very cold in Gauteng especially, and that we somehow miraculously got snow, I thought it would kind of be a fun thing if you guys maybe talked about your favorite snow memories, because I have none. I wasn't here in Gauteng when it was snowing, and I didn't see the snow in the Eastern Free State and the Drakensberg where I was either. So maybe you guys can make me jealous about all your lovely snow memories. That is all. Thank you.
That's so unfortunate, right? I mean, we only snow, what is
Every
it, like
10 years.
once every decade? And then you miss it. Like,
Yeah, so Ash as well, she's literally never seen snow and she missed it. She went to Cape Town the day before it started snowing. Yeah,
I mean, how unfortunate.
it's okay. I told her I'll take it to see snow one day, so at least I've got snow memories. Okay, so my favorite snow memory was I went overseas to Switzerland and
Mine is also about Switzerland. I'm so excited right now.
We were on the same mountain at the same time.
That's crazy. Okay, yes, go.
So we were in Switzerland and my gran took me sledding. So I was like pretty young. I want to say 12-ish, something like that. And yeah, we went sledding down the mountain and I literally spent the whole day just jumping on the train thing that takes you up to the top, getting on the wooden sled and then like blitzing all the way down to the bottom, jump back on the thing like hours, just back and forth and back and forth. And then eventually, like, I just needed a break, so I popped into the classic wood cabin with the fire, you know, that's at the bottom of the mountain, and then they are sitting, and I'm literally like an ice cube, like I'm so frozen. Just because I've been rolling around in the snow the whole day. And then Uncle Tom, he says, no, you're way too cold. And he has a look at me and you can see like all my clothes are sopping wet because I'm obviously not built for snow. So we go.
What type of story is this? There's a child that's sopping wet. There's an Uncle Tom. Where is the story going?
Hey, do
I need to call a therapist?
This is above board. This is above table story. So he comes with me to the top of the mountain and he buys me some new socks because my old socks are sopping wet. And then he's like, okay, we're going to take, and he buys 2 plastic packets as well. And then he puts the socks on my feet, and then he wraps my feet in the plastic packets. And then we put the shoes back on so that now my feet are waterproof. And then I spent another whole afternoon just going down the mountain over and over and over again. That was a great time.
Can we just talk about how resilient kids are, right?
Forget that.
Because I feel like now my socks get wet and my day is kind of ruined.
The whole day.
Right? I'm like, oh.
And not even a
how
snow
will I
wet,
go on?
just like a little toe in like a puddle of water or a drop. Yeah. Kids, man.
But as a kid, like everything just falls apart around you, and you're like, best day ever. Everything is great.
Yeah, I rolled. One time I went down with my gran. I was like, don't worry, I've done this like 15 times. I know every single angle. We came down this one hill and there's a bump. So every time I was going faster and faster to get more airtime. So now I'm a pro at this. But now I've got my gran on the back. So we hit this bump and I go flying. And then as I land, the whole thing like lands funny. And we both just roll for like 3 minutes down the mountain.
And that's the story of how Cody lost his grandma.
She's still around. I found her afterwards. It was a good time. Okay, tell me that you are on the same mountain.
No, but mine is also funny enough about snow in Switzerland. So mine isn't like as much of a funny story as it was just a reality check.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Hollywood has lied to us children who do not grow up around snow forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in China previously and it snowed in China, but the snow when I was there at least was like the little flurry that we had in South Africa, the dandruff of snow if you want. So it wasn't like really snow.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to Switzerland. I mean, it is snow. In my mind, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna stick out my tongue. Little flurries are gonna fall down onto my tongue. I'm gonna make snow angels. I'm gonna build a snowman, and I'm going to throw people with snowballs. That's it. I had a bucket list going in. Now, for those of you in South Africa who are not aware of what snow actually is, like I wasn't, if you have a freezer that freezes over, and you open up that freezer, and you try and chisel that frozen ice sludge out. Snow. That is what it is. It is the least soft, pillowy, cute things. Maybe when it's still falling.
Yeah, when it's falling.
But the moment that hits the ground, it is deep freeze sludge ice. And I'm sure, I mean, I can't throw to save my life. But if you have a good arm and you have made a little compacted snowball, you could kill somebody, right?
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah, day old snow is more just like freezer ice, 100% like that. But when it's fresh, it does the thing.
I mean, like, I warned. So I have two friends who went to Japan this past December. And they specifically went in December, and the region that they went to was because it had snow, and they both wanted to see snow, and they wanted to try skiing and snowboarding. And I was like, that's all fun. I mean, I love snowboarding, enjoy it, but be warned, it's like concrete. It is ice. Literally phones me 2 days later. She fell and broke her whole leg. She's like, it was so hard.
No.
I'm like, I freaking told you. Hollywood has lied to little South African children about snow expectations since always.
Arielle's killing everyone's snow dreams.
I'm sorry.
In case you didn't know, she's also about to tell you that Santa Claus isn't real.
Wow. But talking about Santa Claus and snow and all things like that. I think it's time that we should sort of be Santa Claus. I mean, it's not really Santa Claus. I feel like the present is out of the bag, so to speak.
But there
are still people who don't know.
And it's just in time for Christmas as well, actually.
You know it's always Christmas under our table.
That's for sure.
So, for those who don't know, what is happening in December, Cody?
What is happening in December? Well, Rage is happening in December, as we all know.
It is.
And at Rage this year, Nag.
We will be there.
Nag will be at
You're
Rage.
so welcome, guys. No, screw Nag. Arielle and Cody
sorry.
will
Under
be
the
at Rage.
table, the stars of Under the Table will be there.
If you see a table at Rage, I suggest you just peer under. Maybe you see us, maybe you don't. Who knows?
You don't know what our table looks like. But Nag will also be there, and we will be selling.
Dum dum dum.
We'll be selling the physical
Feet pictures?
edition of our feet pictures. The physical edition of the Nag magazine coming back to the real world, and we'll be selling the 2023 edition at Rage, limited edition.
Yep.
If you really want, we'll sign it for you. It costs a little bit extra, but that's okay. But yeah, that's it. That's our Nag Christmas gift from Nag Santa Nag.
So, if in preceding Under the Table episodes, you see me and Cody just rocking back and forth and like hugging ourselves, it's from all the pressure of doing this. But you know what? Pressure or no pressure, it's great, and I'm so freaking excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be awesome. We are so we're very keen to bring the magazine back to the shelves.
To my shelf, particularly.
Well, yeah, this one's gonna be a bit of a special one, right? Because it's the first one in a good couple of years. So
It's the first one of us. I mean,
True.
how great is that?
Yeah. So it's gonna be good. We're gonna have them numbered. They're gonna be awesome, and you can pick them up from us at Rage.
Are we going to rock, paper, scissors about who has to number all of them?
You do some, and I'll do some. We should
Or
each do
we
some.
let the fates decide.
No, we should each do some, and then in like 50 years they'll be like, oh, the Arielle edition is worth more than the Cody edition. You see?
Well, obviously, I mean,
Well,
I'm just destined for greatness.
well, let's see.
Like,
Let's wait 50
I don't know what to
years.
tell you.
I bet you now in 50 years' time, the Cody edition will be R2 more expensive.
It's amazing. Just like Q, like right now, 250 years in the future, and we're just sitting here, like all old and shit. How old am I even in 50 years?
50.
Okay, I'm 81. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
that
a
bad.
realistic
I
time.
still have like life in me at 81. That's
You can
fine.
still get under a table.
Oh, for sure. I might just stay under the table when I'm down, but I'll get down.
It'll take a year to get
But
up.
talking about the magazine and it coming back and it being so exciting, I thought that is kind of like our snow memories. Because while I didn't grow up with snow really, I did grow up with Nag magazine.
For sure.
And I know if you were a gamer in South Africa, you 100% grew up with Nag magazine. Don't even lie. I know you have them in your cupboard.
And the DVDs.
So, is there 100%? Is there a memory that you have that's like this core memory that you're like, this is what Nag is for you?
Ooh. A core memory of Nag.
Do you have core memories? Are you already 81
I'm
now?
81. I've lost all my core memories. I mean, it's obviously going to be, probably similar to everyone else's, but very distinctly.
I don't think. I feel like your case is in fact not similar to everybody else's.
I mean, so I grew up with Nag, obviously. I mean, Len's been in Nag since the beginning, so we always had the magazines, which was really awesome. But I do remember, digging in the cupboards looking for those DVDs because one of your mates came over to your house and they were like, oh, I didn't get this copy of the Nag magazine and I really wanted to see what's on that. I was like, don't worry.
And you have a cool friend.
I got you.
I got you.
I got you. And then we dig through the DVDs and then find it. And then like the best part was you'll be like digging, when you spring clean and you're like, oh, I haven't seen these pair of shoes in like so long, and then you just love those pair of shoes for the next 3 months. So you're digging around and you find an old DVD and you're just like, oh, I haven't played this game in such a long time. Let's crack it out. And then we just end up playing some silly old DVD demo game for like the whole weekend. So yeah, good old Nag.
That's super great.
Good times.
So I think like for me, so I've spoken before, like rage was a big thing in my friend group. Like that was our bonding and our reunion and everything. But like Nag came first, and I feel like that was the way me and my dad bonded growing up. So like my dad used to have this thing whenever he would go grocery shopping or whatever, if a new issue was out, he would bring it home for me.
That's cool.
And then like I would get it first, then I'd give it to him after and he'd look through it. And then we'd get excited about stuff together.
Yeah, and chat about it.
And I mean, there might not be like a core memory behind that, like one moment that stands out, but it's just this general feeling whenever I think of a magazine of being small and getting so excited to be excited about video games with my dad. It was great.
That's real cool. See, that's the beauty of the magazine, isn't it? That's why we wanna bring it back and
100%.
bring that community, you know, all that togetherness. Because if you think of it, both of our memories are about, you know, connecting with someone else, you know. So I feel like that's what
And
Nag
also
did.
connecting with people who might not have been into gaming.
Yeah.
Just because it's something physical and tangible that you can share.
Yeah.
Like, my dad's not going to go on the internet and specifically go to a gaming site to find game news to share with me to get excited about.
Yeah.
It's just, he likes games, but not to that extent. Like, that's never going to be a consistent bonding thing. But yet, when the magazine was there and he could buy it and he could go through it, it was.
Yeah.
It was great.
And I mean, you're both sitting right there next to each other, you know, kind of going through it together. So it's awesome. Cozy.
So,
are you warm now? Doesn't that make you feel so warm inside?
I will say that I am probably hot.
Yeah.
Right? It is an unfamiliar feeling for me. That is probably what I'm feeling. Winter, great time. I mean, if I have to fantasize about what, I don't mean the best time. It's a fine time. It's an okay time, right? It's a passable time. It exists. It's part of a year. It's there. Whatever. If I have to imagine a dream winter in my mind, I wouldn't work, because who wants to work in the cold?
Okay.
I mean, you. So I would just wake up in the morning, grab my cozy duvet, wrap it around my body, stuff pillows behind me, and just play games. But not stressful games, not like games that require me to get out of bed. Like, it's not a time for VR games. It is a time for having snacks, having hot chocolate, being surrounded in blankets, and just ignoring the rest of the world and playing games. What are those games for you?
Those cozy games. Sheesh. I haven't really played a cozy game in a long time. You know, I can obviously think back to
when you were a good, cool person that I invited under the table. Yes,
yeah,
please.
Back then.
Channel that old Cody.
You know, obviously we're thinking handheld kind of thing now, because I mean, if you're stuck, well, not stuck in bed, but you're in bed, maybe you have the blanket over your head because you're just like getting all the warmth there. I like Pokemon for that kind of thing. I don't feel like Pokemon is too stressful of a game. It might not be necessarily a cozy game, but it's not like a difficult game. It's like, and it brings back memories.
It's a game about creatures stuck into little balls. How cozy you want a game?
You don't get cozier than inside a little ball. Yeah, and then, I don't know, I mean, I know this one's not like stuck in bed getting warm, and it's also probably stressful and maybe not cozy at all, but I love playing Frostpunk when it's cold. I just feel...
Larry loves that game. for winter. He loves
it's like the outside is cold, the inside is cold, everyone's cold. There's no one that's warm. We're all dying and surviving together. I feel like there's a bond between me and the game because we're all slowly freezing to death.
Have you seen the Frostpunk board game?
I have seen the Frostpunk board game. Just waiting for Christmas.
It looks so good. My only hesitation is I feel like you need people who have played Frostpunk.
Yeah,
like
I can see
the
that.
The game uses so many of the same mechanics and logic and everything else. And bar for Larry, I don't have Frostpunk friends, but it looks great. It's a great game.
I can be a Frostpunk acquaintance, and we can try.
I don't know anymore. Before the show, I'd have been like, for sure, come over and play Frostpunk with me, friend Cody. Now I'm kind of like, ugh, weird.
I'm going to speak to Larry then. Larry and I will have a Frostpunk board game session.
I will tell him your feelings about summer versus winter.
But my Frostpunk feelings will override it. They'll override it. I believe in Larry. Larry, I believe in you. Okay, your turn. You go. Cozy/winter games. What are yours?
So I really like story-based games for winter that are kind of like the hybrid between watching a movie and still interacting with things. Like, that's just great for me. So all the old Telltale games, I mean, it's wonderful. I'm like, oh, this is so nice. This is so warm. I really like the Life is Strange games like Stardew Valley, just spend hours harvesting away, collecting all the gold. Yeah. But yeah, I would say any narrative-focused story game is just what I navigate to when it's super cold and I just want to lie, be lazy, and play a game.
And it is kind of like a movie at the same time, like you said. So it's like watching and playing. It's nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And also, like, those games have a habit of really pulling me in. So it's not like I'm sitting there being like, oh, I should really play a game of Friends. I should go play League or play whatever the friend group's playing. I'm just happy in my cocoon of warmth, absorbed in my little story, having my base life.
Yeah, and hours and hours and hours can go by and it'll just be a good time. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Cool. You guys out there, let us know what your favorite cozy/winter games are. Maybe we'll pick them up.
And also what your dream winter day would be.
Ooh, a dream winter day. Obviously snow. I mean, does anyone have a dream winter day that doesn't involve snow? Arielle's dream winter day is a summer day.
100%. An island, the sun, a hammock if I'm feeling crazy, a cocktail.
She's like,
and I'm so happy.
It's winter somewhere in the world, so it still counts.
Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, I mean, of course you did. Like, let's be honest, it's a great episode.
It's a cozy episode.
But if you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it, and you want a little bit of influence over what happens next week, then drop us a WhatsApp. Here. I feel like every week I'm like, please do something cool. Make the numbers rain. And you're just like,
you asked for rain twice. You didn't change it.
Two times. This is the third time.
Ask for something else is what I'm trying to say. Not rain.
Okay. Okay. I want the number coming across the screen like that old Microsoft Word wavy rainbow text. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my gosh. Like word art.
Do you know? Are you seeing it in your
word
mind? That's what I
God.
want with our number. Because it'll be eye-catching. And people will want to send us voice notes.
This is an episode about old memories. So we'll bring back 1998 Windows Microsoft.
Maybe that talking about old memories is what made me think about that, but that's all that's in my head right now.
So if you can read word art, the number will be here in word art.
Sorry, Richard.
But yes, also do that. Send us a voice note, send us a text, drop us a comment here, give us a thumb.
A compliment.
Yeah, a compliment. We like compliments.
A chicken nugget of wisdom.
Anything you want, chicken nuggets of wisdom. We are hungry and we are thirsty. So.
And also, ever since we listened to that voice note of somebody called Big Mac, do you know what has been going through my one-track mind?
Is it KFC?
Must eat McDonald's. Must eat McDonald's.
Okay, well, let's go get some. Let's go. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Bye.
Time to leave. Bye.
Jingle bells.